such and guess it's RLF.
This motherfucker right here.
That's way longer than 2 seconds.
This motherfucker right here.
You know what? Insults lose their potency when you speed them up.
They really do, yeah.
Like I've never realized that before. Like they become comical when you add speed to insults. Because like, oh fuck you is like, oh man, we're gonna fight. But like, fuck you.
Like, oh, that guy's a chipmunk.
Hey man, fuck you. Like saying fuck you. Like saying as quickly as you can. Like, did you just shoot a fuck you gun at me?
Honestly, speed to just about anything adds a comical value to it.
I guess.
Like imagine, like
Not if it's like dangerous.
imagine like a person falling down the stairs. Now imagine that sped up times 5. It's a lot funnier.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Like it would suck more.
I'm just picturing, I'm awful. I'm just picturing an old man at the top of the
Why?
stairs.
I
I know, but you just gave me a scenario in my mind. This is where it went. Old man, yellow tank top, striped pajama pants, slippers.
Oh,
One of
wow.
the slippers falls off, and him and his walker just cartwheel down the stairs.
Oh, God. He should
It's
be
cartoon,
upstairs if he has a walker.
It's a cartoon, though.
Like
Yeah, well-
slow, that's bad. But quick, he could stick that.
It's basement. It's into a basement.
Into a basement?
Yeah, that's why he's up the stairs.
Oh, God.
He's still on the first floor.
He's
It's
going to get
appropriate.
eaten down there.
By what?
Rats.
Is it
Basement Johnny.
Is it the furnace from Look Who's Talking too?
Ooh.
Or no, wait, no, that's
Home Alone.
No, it's Home Alone. Fuck, it's the toilet in Look Who's Talking too. Fuck, shit.
There was a lot of
I-
talking appliances in the 90s.
That's true.
There was a whole movie about it. Fucking toaster.
What is that literary device called?
I know.
Personification.
No,
No,
it's not that.
Adding human qualities to inanimate objects?
Yes.
Or to non-animate,
Yeah, it's a non.
non-person? I'm not sure.
I think you hit the nail on the head with inanimate objects.
Let us know,
there's
English
dozens-
majors.
There's
I'm looking it up
dozens
right
of
now.
listeners who are
Anthropomorphism.
Anthropomorphism.
anthropomorphic.
And
And
personification.
I'm not gonna try that.
And personification.
Nice. Boom. All right.
Google says I'm right.
So they really loved that in the 90s to anthropomorphize things.
Oh, man. One of my favorite movies from my childhood is Far From Home, which was 2 dogs and a cat who get separated from their family. And they find their way across like 100-mile journey to find them.
Are they on a train at one point?
At one point, they are on a train.
Oh my god, I do remember that movie.
Yep. And they all had attitudes, and the cat was sassy.
See,
Sassy
I preferred Milo and Otis.
yeah.
Never saw Milo and Otis.
See, Milo and Otis had a pug and the most adorable little cat. And I loved pugs, especially because of Milo and Otis. I don't know which one was first. There's a real chicken or egg in the egg situation. Yeah, that was my preferred talking animal movie as a child.
Talking creature film.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What would you consider the little toaster?
Animated?
Oh, animated. Yeah, animated.
That's not a creature. I'd certainly agree.
Well, it's a toaster.
Brave Little Toaster was a good movie, though.
Oh man, Brave Little Toaster's the best. Only thing better than Brave Little Toaster was Rock-A-Doodle.
He lost me on that one.
I don't
You're
know that
0 for
one.
2 on the only thing better than this was that.
I mean, these are really deep cuts. This is all right. So the plot of this movie. Can you Google this, please, Al, while I talk about this ridiculous movie?
Yes.
The plot of the film is that, and I don't remember any of the names. If Seich was here, he would know all of the songs and the names because he's weird like that. The rooster is Elvis, essentially. And he's a badass. He's like the man at this farm. Everybody wants to be him. All the ladies want to be with him.
Live action, animated.
100% animated.
Okay.
And it's that like awesome Looney Tunes animation. But very vibrant because it was a movie. And he is what makes the sun come up every morning. The sun will not rise without him singing. And one morning, a robber, not a robber, but like a bandit, but he's sent there on purpose, and he gets into a fight with the Elvis Rock-A-Doodle guy, and
the chicken,
the rooster, sir,
the rooster gets into a fight with
another
actual burglar person,
not a person. It's all animals, no humans or.
I thought that this rooster was squaring up with like
no
Marv from Home Alone, but in a cartoon.
No, not at all.
It's a giant person.
It's another rooster.
Okay.
It's like a hired gun rooster. And they scrap but they scrap until dawn, and the sun crests without him singing. And the sun rises not because of him. And he's a fraud the whole time. And he's embarrassed in front of his farm. And he leaves. He leaves. And because he leaves, the douchebag rooster and their like a-hole friends, I don't remember the details.
They take over the farm?
Yep. And then a really bad storm comes in, and like it starts raining. And since the rooster's not there, he can't crow to make the sun come out. And they're running out of batteries, and the flashlight's about to go away. And I don't think it's bad roosters. I think it's something else that's like afraid. I think it's maybe owls or something. I'm almost certain it's owls, because they're afraid of the sun, and they keep using the sunlight, like the flashlight, to keep them away. There's like a pig. It's wonderful.
It's great.
There's a lot of songs, and then the band of misfits have to go and get the rooster, and like get him to come back and save the farm, and and of course, he's performing in like Vegas now, and then he doesn't recognize them, and then he ends up coming back, to save the day.
Thank goodness.
And they scrap again, and this time he wins. And then he sings his Rock-A-Doodle song and goes bananas. And it's wonderful. The sun comes out. All the other animals are singing. They're like, hey, it's not you, but we love you anyway. It's good. It's good stuff. It's about friendship, Rock-A-Doodles.
I have never seen this movie, but goddamn, now at 30, do I want to? Don't. Living it right now was better than it could ever be for the hour 10 you're going to spend on it. Hour 10? Damn, I don't know. They really put in the mileage on this. Well, what's the runtime on this? Did you look it up? I'm gonna go ahead.
I sent you the link, Matt. Runtime is hour 17.
Ooh, wow. Good guess.
No, that's not my guess. That's the actual runtime.
No, I understand, but I guessed an hour 10.
Oh.
That's true.
Yeah.
He was 7 minutes off.
Wow, you were really on the nose.
Yeah, thank you.
And runtime includes credits, so hey.
That's true. So technically, Nikolai, you're right.
I could be, pretty close. I mean, those credits are wonderful, though. You're going to want to watch the whole thing.
Do they have bloopers?
I don't know. I don't
goodness.
actually.
This looks like a gem.
What is the correct title?
It's Rock-A-Doodle.
It is Rock-A-Doodle. Oh man,
slam dunk.
Look at that.
You know how I know I would instantly like this? Because the animation looks very similar to An American Tail.
100%. Yep. Yes, it does.
If you haven't seen American Tail, by the way, welcome to RLF, where we discuss children's movies.
Hey, no, they are the movies from our childhood. There's different.
That's true.
That if we're discussing children's movies, it'd be us discussing Moana and Cars 2 right now.
That's true.
No, we're talking about the movies we liked as children, so it's not like weird. It's pathetic, but not weird.
That's true. We were. Children. I feel like we were a much more easily entertained generation.
Of course.
Dude,
and that's not even like a slight.
No.
If you grew up with a fucking iPhone, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to entertain you.
It's true. That's
Like,
wow.
Our parents had like the scooters you see in Back to the Future and hula hoops. All right, we had Game Boys.
That's true.
They couldn't even process that, and I can't even fathom being a 3-year-old holding an iPhone 10. That is fucking bananas. Of course, by the time you hit 10, you're going to be a douchebag who's hard to please.
No, I don't think it's a douchebag thing. I wasn't commenting on the how it makes a person.
Oh.
I was just saying that the
Got very
scale,
defensive. I apologize.
the scales of what we enjoyed were so dialed back compared to, like, you know what Moana is, right? Some girl goes on a fucking adventure with a literal ocean god.
Oh, no, I have no idea.
Oh yeah, she goes on an adventure with like the spirit of the ocean or something.
Okay.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
And you just described an hour and 10 minutes of what was your golden childhood. I saw it in his eyes. He teared up a bit.
I did not.
When he was
I was not
discussing
talking about
this.
Stan Lee again.
When he was discussing this. But no, like, you described a movie about a chicken. A rooster who sings and goes away and then comes back. We were much... Like, our generation was just sort of like, yeah, man, whatever. We're good with that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I guess, you know what? That is an excellent point, because you think about the movies from that time. There aren't movies like Black Knight anymore, where it's just like, all right, so he's just a black dude who falls into a lake and goes back in time. That's it. That's it. Like, that's
There's
the whole
gotta
plot of the movie. No, I mean, are there? I feel like every movie you watch now has got to try and have like multiple twists and complex layers. Or
It's a lot of
they're
remakes.
a lot of remakes. Like, but I feel like there are not a lot of like what women want. Like, all right,
Random.
so there's just this
yeah,
guy
just like,
he gets a power. That's it. But like every movie now is a superhero movie, so it's this complex, universal, interconnecting, multi-layered thing. Like, we all need more. We need depth to everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all right. It's good. Sometimes I want potato chips though.
Yeah, sometimes, both of us share a love for the show Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And the premise of Power Rangers was essentially...
Teenagers beating ass.
Yeah, it was, you guys have powers. Why? Because Zordon said we did. Who's Zordon? He's a tube man. Okay.
Yeah. How do you assign these powers? What colors do you like or associate with? Don't ask more questions.
Name your favorite dinosaur.
Yeah. And I'm out. I didn't watch Power Rangers much after that point. It was just the first couple of seasons
Yeah,
for me.
because they got more and more complicated.
That's true.
Then they went to space. Then they were ninjas.
Yeah.
Then they were ninjas in space. Then I think they were firefighters.
it just
at
kind of
one
went
point.
around in like different circles.
All right. So, Al, now that you've listened to my very detailed description of Rock-A-Doodle, what would you consider watching it?
I mean, not alone.
Good. Excellent answer.
Like,
Yeah.
How do you feel about that movie? You've never seen that, correct?
No,
Like,
I don't. I don't believe so. I may have, but I don't think so.
Gotcha. All right.
But you sold me on it, is what I'll say.
Good. All right. I mean, you know most of the twists, but you haven't met a lot of the characters, and there's some gems in there.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna...
I can't wait until after we're done recording, and Matt and I go on a YouTube journey of Rock-A-Doodle. So actually, that reminds me, I had a question. Let's see.
Christopher Plummer was in this nonsense?
Christopher, was he really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He was Grand Duke.
Oh, that's the bad guy. That's the main bad guy. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so
I just wanted to see who was in it.
I was having this thought the other day because I've been watching the. I don't know if anyone else watching this. It's Eli Roth's History of Horror on AMC, and it's a documentary series basically, and he just is discussing individual avenues of horror. So one episode is all about zombies, one was all about vampires, one was all about ghosts or demon possessions, and I think there's been 7 or 8 episodes, and I'm eating it up. I love it. I've watched every episode at least once, most of them twice. So it's made me think, if you were going to be any of one of those monsters, or if you were going to be a creator, director, and you were going to make a movie, which of the original like horror movie monsters would you choose? So we're talking like the Frankenstein's monster, a vampire Dracula, or the Mummy, any of those like classic monsters. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I have to remake one of them.
Yeah, or if you can choose to be one, like in a movie.
I wouldn't choose to be any of them.
Okay.
I don't think I could do them justice.
Do you have any love for any of those characters? Or movies?
I liked the original. I mean, not the original, but I like all incarnations of Freddy.
Freddy. Oh, okay.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. All right, yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street is pretty underrated, especially the first one. I mean, it's got a female lead who is a badass essentially, and she evolves throughout the story, which is awesome. Like it's and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets a little crazy in the later ones, but yeah, the first few are pretty awesome.
I just like the thing about Freddy is like the thing that terrifies me about him is most scary monsters you could reasonably avoid.
Right.
You can't avoid sleep.
Yeah.
You'll just die.
No, that's horrifying. Yeah.
So that's why I always kind of gravitated towards Freddy.
Ooh, wait,
I guess I could direct or redirect a new version of Freddy.
Matt, could you be Freddy Krueger?
No, I could not be Freddy Krueger. I'm not an intimidating face.
You don't think you could pull it off? You're not Rorschach or Robert Englund enough?
No, I'm definitely not Robert Englund or Jackie Earle Haley.
Oh, see, you had to one up me. I was trying to think of it and I couldn't remember. I said Kelly Leak, which is his name from Bad News Bears. But how about you, Al? Do you like any of those old movies? Have you seen any of those old movies?
I'm looking. I maybe I could. I'll try remaking Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'll try that one.
Oh man, I feel like you would make it super weird, which would be awesome. In the documentary, the Eli Roth thing, he discusses the new movie. Won the award last year for best movie.
Oh, the Ocean
the Fishman
Man
movie.
Ocean Boy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh,
Deeper
Bridget
Than the
Jones'
Ocean.
Diary 3.
Nope, not that.
The Color
It's
of the
not-
Ocean.
It's similar makeup.
The Shape of
because
Water.
The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, yeah. Thank you very much. So that essentially
Was
was
Black
a
Lagoon.
very long tale that ended up with Guillermo del Toro loved The Creature from the Black Lagoon. That was one of his favorite horror movies as a young child, and he was obsessed with it. And he ended up wanting to tell the story from the perspective of the creature, because when he watched the movie, that was who he loved in the movie, and that was like what inspired.
Then he was
"That's
like,
pretty
I want
badass."
this lady to fuck this fish.
Yeah, she's gonna fuck that fish man. I never saw the movie,
Me
but I
neither.
think that's what happens. He's the romantic lead.
We can hope.
I've gathered from interviews and people just like talking about the movie.
What are you gonna be remaking or becoming, Nikolai?
I've always my two favorite horror movies have always been The Shining and American Werewolf in London.
Ooh.
So I would probably I want to say werewolf, but it's so close to being either werewolf or vampire because I whereas vampires are so overdone, especially from the last decade, like with True Blood and Twilight and all that nonsense. When vampires are truly like horrifying, I think that they're really, really scary. I like all of the vampire lore. I like the rules and stuff. But like, I watched that show, The Strain, and it's a different version of vampires, but it's the same essential premise. And I like that so much better. I like the monster version of vampires. Personally, for me, what I think I would do, because I grew up watching movies like Blade and stuff too. I like the idea of the different types of vampires, and that there's always like a hierarchy, and like the uglier you are, the older you are. Unless you're like ugly and small, because then you're a peon. Like you can always visually tell where people lie.
I like that.
Yeah,
So like, introduce a social hierarchy.
exactly.
I always think it's better for stories when more of the world is flushed out. Like, I was reading an article recently on what's his name? The guy who wrote Lord of the Rings, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay.
Tolkien, yes.
I have no idea how you're supposed to say it.
I have no
I
idea.
just like being a dick.
But they basically posited that his greatest works, the Silmarillion, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, they were just pieces to show off the world that he built or the universe that he built.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like those stories, while, epics in their own right, are just to show off the work he did for 10 years creating an entire universe.
He was part of a writing club. And it was a group of writers, and they would meet, I think it was like weekly, and they would discuss and tell each other stories. And each week he would bring like a new like Hobbit tale or a different like tale from that world. Could you imagine sitting in that fucking room, hearing those words? Like, even if it's rough.
Imagine if it was really bad. And then Frodo went and he porked the elf lady with his hobbit dick.
Oh God!
All right, Token, you gotta curb that a little bit. It's disgusting.
There's so much there. I'm not saying good or bad. There's so much.
But like, he developed a history of the gods. He spent 10 years building an elven language, dwarven language, from actual like linguistic roots. Like, he didn't just say like Snarful means, trays.
Well, you have to literally build the grammar for the language.
Yeah.
You have to make your E's, your I's, your O's, your thes. You have to build sentence structure and all that stuff.
A nerd.
And yeah, he was a he was a giant nerd, but he was a college professor at the time, and for a long time, I think most of his life, if I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, he was obsessed with all that stuff. It's mind blowing.
That's crazy to me. But I just think it speaks to how great stories can be when they have more depth.
Well, I love that because of that, you got George R.R. Martin and Game of Thrones. And I know that it's a extremely hardcore version, but he has said several times throughout in various interviews that without Lord of the Rings, there is no Game of Thrones. They're direct. He was directly inspired by Lord of the Rings and all of the works of George R. of Tolkien.
Damn.
So, but yeah, I think I would remake a vampire movie or make a vampire movie.
but
I'd want to build the world. I'd want to build like the. I love when you watch. One of the things that you can play with vampires is age. You can have characters who are literally thousands of years old, and that the idea of a person getting to live for that long is that you can amass so much wealth because you have so much time.
They'd be super racist.
You could be unbelievably racist. But you could also play with that too, because they would be. They
would hold grudges.
Yeah, how could you not? Listen, if like those people killed your whole other tribe, I would hate them too. Whoever they are. So
that's awesome. I'm trying to remember. Do you remember the vampire movie that came out with Willem Dafoe?
Oh, Daybreakers.
Daybreakers.
Daybreakers is great. I really enjoyed Daybreakers.
Yeah, everybody should
great
check
as a
that
stretch. It's very good. For like a different type of.
Oh, I liked
vampire
Daybreakers.
movie.
That was a good movie.
Yes, it was. I like the whole concept of like. This is an evolved world that is now, been dealing with vampires.
Right, when humans are no longer the apex animal.
And what does that mean? And where
it takes place in 2019, so
Shit.
Does it really?
watch out, everyone.
Oh fuck! I remember watching that movie thinking like, "Oh wow, look at this futuristic world."
Here
All
we
right,
are.
so I got another question for you. What if your body was a bright color? What color would you be? Not nearly as deep as my last question.
Well, I don't know,
Neon
because you don't
blue.
want to pick a bad color.
Well, what would a bad color
That
be?
sounds horrible.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I said my question.
Well, no, if you were like
Like
red,
brown?
like would people want to fight you all the time?
Oh, I guess if you hang out with a lot
Like,
of
yo,
bulls.
bro. Yo, what's your problem, bro? Why-
Neon blue, so I can do the ultimate Dr. Manhattan cosplay.
Ooh.
Wow, great answer. You, not to be rude.
I don't have the physique
No.
for it. I know.
Matt, please walk around.
I'm Dr. Manhattan after he's gone on a
Naked.
binge.
Just floating naked Matt.
No, I couldn't pull it off any better.
I'm not
So
upset by it. I do. Yeah, no.
excuse me. Oh my goodness.
I could imagine that Dr. Manhattan though. Just me and the president. Do you want me to stop the war in Korea? No. No. I don't want to ever see you again.
I want you to imagine some fucking pants and a big
Pants
suit.
do not matter for a being like I.
They matter for my eyes, my being's eyes. I got there.
He says that. I got there. Shut up, Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Fat Hatton.
Oh, God.
The president was turned into paste today by an obese ghost. More at 11.
I'm not a ghost. Hey, fuck you. For all of that. What about you, Al?
Wait, what the hell was the question again? Oh, my color?
If you were going to be a bright color, which color would you
I mean,
be?
blue is a pretty good one.
See, blue is a good one. And here's why I'll make an argument that red does work. If you're a big fan of The Flash.
Ooh.
Which I do like The Flash.
Super easy Halloween costume.
Wait, so is this just about Halloween costumes now?
I guess. See, I think Matt Moore wanted to be Dr. Manhattan for a while. Yeah, no, he's shaking his head.
Yes, I
Vehemently.
did.
He's-
I just realized that
He's on
this is not a medium for.
his audio podcast shaking his head.
Let's see, I'm looking up the colors of a rainbow.
Colors of a rainbow?
I'll go orange, so people can call me Cheeto Boy.
Why would you want to be Cheeto
I wouldn't,
Boy?
but they would call me Cheeto Boy.
But you chose this.
Well, he wants orange. He knows it's going to result in him being called Cheeto Boy,
Yeah.
and he's okay with that.
Okay.
You can never see the Cheetos on my fingers, though, when I eat Cheetos, so
That's
win-win,
a great
right?
point. That no, why orange though?
It's close to red, but it's not red.
Why do you want to be red?
I don't want to be red
too.
because red's red's like
Well, then why is it being close to red being a positive for you?
That is the weirdest explanation for something I've ever heard.
If you don't want to be red, then that answer makes no goddamn sense.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with red then.
Oh, that's great.
Fair enough.
You have a big red butt.
You would have a big red butt. Oh, people would think you're Satan, though. That would be pretty terrifying.
Oh, that would be fucking sick.
That would be good and bad. I can't imagine that you would attract the right type of lady.
I would
Hey,
just
man.
walk into churches.
Oh.
Y'all done fucked up now. Y'all done fucked up now.
That would be fun.
Line up, bitches.
That would be definitely pretty fun. Oh man. All right, here's another question. If you had to, in this moment, teach someone how to do something, what would it be?
Whew.
I would teach someone how to play chess because I haven't played in a while, and I think that would be fun.
What'd you say? Guitar?
Chess. I don't know how to play
Gotcha.
guitar. I don't think I would have the patience for guitar. Plus, I got the stubby fingers. So I don't know if I could ever play. I'd be that guy I would learn like the intro to name a random Queen or Metallica song.
Right.
And then I'd be good. Like that'd be it.
I
and
guess
then
that's like
anytime
how
I was
you
near a
start.
guitar.
I feel.
Yeah, that's true. But then every time I was near a guitar, I'd play like the intro to one. And then
Just
that'd
nonstop.
be it.
Just the dun 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 dun. All right, you got that part? Good.
Yeah.
I don't know the next one.
How about you?
Man, I don't even know what I would be good at teaching someone to do. When
was the last time you taught someone to do something?
It's probably
tell
like
people how to use the computer.
That's true.
Most people, though, know how to use a computer.
Not as well as you.
ooh, you could
True.
teach them like a video game, Matt, PUBG or something.
I feel like video games, it's kind of hard to teach.
Yeah.
People more learn through watching play.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, video games, at least for me, is more of a do.
Yeah.
It's teach if you get to a point, like, it's game dependent. And it's also, like, mechanics dependent.
Mhm.
Like, if it's the first RPG, yeah, you're going to need to teach me at first. But if it's, like, I don't know, the new Madden, it's just I need practice.
Yeah.
It's not a coaching problem.
I would say probably teach someone how to properly navigate a computer. You know, someone who didn't know. I would just be like, hey, I'll show you. It'll take 10 minutes. I'll show you everything you need to do.
Wait,
Bang, bang, boom.
how to
How to
navigate a
properly
what?
navigate a computer.
A computer.
Oh.
Yeah. Basically, so when they're using their computer, they can more easily just jump to what
They know where
need
to
do.
click.
Yeah, they know where to click, how to click, who to click,
What
even.
to click.
Who to click?
Am I too low now?
You're good now.
Okay.
I'm
Watching.
judging more by the green bars rather than the
And
like
that,
we're hovering around the yellow.
and that
Okay.
sexy
Red.
red.
You want us to be in the red? We
No.
were in the red every single time, and you just told us at the beginning.
No,
of
I
the
was,
thing
I,
how
was,
to
I,
elaborate.
I love that sexy
He was being
red.
sarcastic. He was being sarcastic. And we read because we picked red
Oh,
skin.
that's right. You like red stuff because
Sorry.
you want to be Satan.
Welcome to RLF 296. We're defensive. It's late and we're tired.
That should be the title of the
About to
fucking
smack
episode.
me a bill. It's
Nikolai-
late and we're tired.
Nikolai keeps asking me these weird questions off the internet.
No, I liked it. Those are like good talking
Well,
points.
Al, you have not answered the most recent question. If you were
I would
going to
teach
teach
someone
someone
how to masturbate.
Asked and answered. Any one in particular?
Like what?
Or I just assume a person who needs to know.
Like
I
a way
answered
or
my
a
own
gender?
question. No. I answered my own question. No need to further.
Yeah.
No need to. Nope. So I also.
I was gonna say, most people who don't know how to masturbate just haven't done it yet,
Yeah.
and those people are young.
Yeah.
No, it's a 36-year-old man. That's what I'm teaching.
Never done it before.
He's just been in a coma for a while.
Yeah.
Since,
Ever?
Yeah. Since 11. I don't know.
No,
I was
'cause
trying
then
to
he's
think of
still
an
a
age where
kid.
you don't masturbate.
My thing's kind of tingly. Coma. 25 years later.
Well, do you think that people start masturbating younger now because the access of internet porn?
I have not thought of that. I didn't spend zero time thinking about it. Probably.
You know what? I want to very clearly state that I have never thought about that before.
That's true.
It's not something I
That's true.
actively think about. Something I am aware, because I have younger cousins, is the openness of sexual exploration at a younger age.
What's up, man? I was Jay D.
No, more just like just trying different things at a younger age. Everything is on the table. Fifth base, even. That's enough.
There's a fifth?
Yeah, you get it. So
It's behind the knee.
it's the thigh. What was I saying? Yeah, so I know that stuff happens earlier. Because or like people are probably better at sex. I don't think there's that clumsiness because you get to watch porn and you think that that's how people have sex. But literally never before has that happened. There's always been just, being however age you are when you first start and just being weird and bad at it. But now you get to go into...
Now you think like 17 and 18-year-olds are just
all porn
slanging D?
You know what? I don't think it's that crazy to think.
I mean, yeah. It could be.
Of course there's awkwardness still and uncomfortableness. I don't want to talk about this
Just
anymore.
because you see somebody do something
Doesn't mean that you can do
you
it.
can do it.
That's true.
I've seen LeBron James dunk a bunch of times, but I ain't getting up there.
I used to watch so much skateboarding and I could never ollie. And I tried.
Just because they're watching like jackhammer videos at the age of 14
Doesn't mean that
doesn't
God.
mean that like at 18 they're still stepping on hair and I'm sorry. Oh shit. I still imagine these kids are just as clumsy as we were.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know in the comments section.
No, don't. Definitely don't let us know in the comments.
All right, so if you could skip any part of your daily hygiene, if you didn't have to wash, I guess, daily hygiene routine, what would you skip?
If I didn't have to wash?
Like if you didn't have to wash your hair anymore, if you didn't have to brush your teeth.
Oh God, if I didn't have to shampoo anymore, that'd be so nice.
Really?
Yeah.
It's tiresome for you, is it?
Well,
the amount of
you
shampooing.
gotta take care of it.
I know, you have a luscious mane.
Yeah.
What is?
But I didn't realize that it was actually
2
difficult.
rounds of shampoo, 1 round of conditioner.
2 rounds of shampoo.
Yeah.
Do you do 2 different types of shampoo?
No.
Why do you need to wash your hair twice?
Because what I'll do is, since it's longer, what I'll do is I'll get just a cursory one going first.
Yeah.
So that when I wash it out, the hair loosens up and I can get deeper. I can get down to the scalp and wash everything on the second shampoo. And then the conditioner is to replenish the natural oils in my hair from washing twice.
I didn't ask why you used conditioner. I know that. Jesus.
Fair enough.
I was curious.
What I have learned recently, what I have been taking full advantage of, is hair blow dryers.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Man, my favorite thing.
Don't go too crazy. I think you can kill your hair follicles.
Yeah, you don't want to get that frizz.
That's true. You get that frizz.
I get that
What did you
frizz.
say? Do you use a blow dryer too, Al?
Sometimes I don't have one in my apartment, but if I'm in a rush,
So that's a no. Well, if you're in a rush and you don't own one, then you can't fucking use one.
well, if I had it at home though, like at my
I know
other
what you
home.
mean, though. If you're
Yeah.
at home where you
Right.
where you have one, I just felt like being a dick. Sorry.
Because it's late and we're tired.
No, that was just because I'm a dick. How about you? Would actually no? I'm gonna answer next because I'm a dick. Cutting my toenails. I hate it. I hate cutting my toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
Any particular reason?
I like clipping
Because-
them.
Really? I don't mind clipping my fingernails, but my toenails, without a doubt, there will always be one of the 11 that I cut too short.
One of the what?
Huh? One of the 9 that I will cut too short, and you get that like weird when you step, you feel it. You feel that little bit, like a bit of pressure, like almost like a paper cut kind of.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that, man.
Yeah, what do you mean?
No, that's legitimately how you get ingrown toenails.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you cut them too short, and then like if they're at an angle or something like that, and they grow out from there, they can grow outwards
Ooh.
and into the skin, and then it like gets infected, and it's awful.
Oh fuck! I mean, I don't have ingrown toenails. But
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Just careful when you cut them too short. I like to actually leave a little bit of length on.
yeah.
Just, but it's definitely good to trim them. But I'm always fearful of cutting them too short.
Yeah.
Because I've seen ingrown toenails removed, and it's not something I would wish on somebody.
It happened to Seich. He had to have his ingrown toenail removed.
Oh,
Yeah. He said it was nasty.
yeah, they cut off a fucking hunk of your toe.
Oh,
Yeah. Just they gotta loose the toe. Ooh. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that. Fucking great. Let's go back to normal for a little bit. We had a Twitter question earlier.
Oh, we did have a Twitter question earlier.
I won't answer.
What you did? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'll skip brushing my teeth.
No, it's not. Yeah, you don't want to brush your teeth no more.
It's just-
See, I
it
like
just-
brushing my teeth.
I mean,
It feels so good though. Like it feels really nice after you
It
brush your
feels
teeth.
like my front tooth is gonna fall out. I
Right.
hate it.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense. But like yeah, the other teeth that are more trustworthy.
the ones that you know.
That's how you describe teeth.
I don't trust those other teeth.
Yeah, there was. I don't know. I always like that feeling afterwards, and you just run your tongue across your teeth.
Well, if I'm
Don't tell me that's
if we're
bad for me now too. Like, oh, don't you know that's how you eat your teeth away?
you put bacteria back on them.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Nikolai, about
All
our
right.
tweets?
So, yes. Sorry, you just yes. You just lagged a little bit. All I heard was
Oh.
the tweets.
Tweets. Yeah, that was a little weird on our end.
Yes, earlier I sent out, hey there, RLF crew, here's a question that you can answer for tonight's episode. Credit to Nikolai for this question, by the way.
Thank you.
If you were going undercover... Oh, nope, that's the one from the previous week. Here's the one I sent. What's going on, RLFers? How are you all on this fine evening? Another recording session, another question. If you were to have a freaky... Oh, it's supposed to be Freaky Friday type scenario. I wrote Greeky Friday. If you were to have a Freaky Friday type scenario with any celebrity, who would it be and why?
I hope they're all Greek related.
God, that'd be so funny. Mine would be Zeus because of the lightning bolts.
Ooh.
Anyway.
I liked it.
I liked it it too. I just didn't want to give you the goddamn satisfaction. Nick Ailes.
My man.
Nick Ailes says, I would want to switch with Alex Trebek.
Oh, man.
I'd like to host Jeopardy, and I bet he could ace all my finals.
What an excellent answer. Because there's no way he couldn't. Could you imagine calling him in as your pinch hitter? You're like, let me get the lefty.
All of his questions on the finals are answered. What is?
Oh, that's so funny. All the responses are in the form of a question. Could you imagine, Al? How do you think that would go?
Who is the person again?
Alex Trebek.
Oh my God.
Host of Jeopardy.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just maybe act like Will Ferrell when you do the show.
Oh, okay. So, Matt, okay, you went the other way. Gotcha. We haven't talked about that yet. Like, you having to be Alex Trebek, that would be pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I would be just doing a Will Ferrell impression.
How do I get to my job? I don't know.
No, Alex Trebek has a driver, for sure, right? There's no way that guy still drives.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
like,
pretty
he could
sure that
probably
dude
afford.
is.
He has to be able to afford that.
If he can't, what network is he on? CBS, NBC, whichever one. They're sons of bitches.
Alex Trebek's net worth is around $50 million. So yeah.
Oh, he's definitely got a driver.
$50 million.
When you hit $1 million, I feel like that's the cutoff for a driver.
Fucking game show host. $1 million? Once you hit $1 million, you'd have a driver?
I would say so.
I don't know. A driver's a pretty expensive. I mean, how much do you think a driver costs?
I don't know, because like,
'Cause
is
if
it
it's
a
a full-time
service
gig-
or like?
Yeah. Is it a service or a full-time gig? If it's a
'Cause, like-
full-time gig, that's like $100,000 a year job, right?
It's gotta be.
You
Yeah.
can't be a dick to your driver. You got to pay him well. If you have $1 million, that's a tenth of your $1 million
It's true.
on your driver. Matt, you're spending your money all wrong.
So at $2
Maybe
million.
it's 10 million. Maybe it's 10 million. Once you hit 10 million,
Then you get a personal driver.
yeah, because then it's 1% of your wealth.
Yeah.
I could give
You could
1%
part ways
of
with
my
one.
wealth.
Yeah. I would certainly have an easier time parting ways with 1% compared to 10. Yeah. Good point.
I'm imagining if we had personal drivers, like, would they all sit outside of Nikolai's house when we went over?
Yes, they would. The funniest one would be the one that would drive me around because I guess he's not allowed inside for whatever reason. He just hangs out with the other drivers.
They all hang out together.
Well, I'm picturing me.
Bernard, don't come in now.
Well, I'm
Got the car.
I'm picturing me being a millionaire with my current living situation. So, yeah, I couldn't imagine where I would put a driver. But, well, yeah, I could. But
You could open the
I feel
shed.
like if you only had $1 million, you'd stick around here.
absolutely. $1 million is life-changing money. It is not like...
Life altering money.
Exactly. Exactly. It can be if you do it right, but
Yeah, it can turn into life altering money.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Nick Ailes. That was a good answer. We also have another one here from Antlerhead at Antlerhead. Just very simple. I would choose Jeff Bezos and give myself $1 billion.
Ooh.
So
See,
that's,
I think that's almost cheating. That's like,
yeah.
yeah, where's the lesson in that?
There's no lesson.
Not that there was much of a lesson in the last answer.
Sure, there was.
Yeah.
They both have tough lives.
It's, I guess, yeah.
Alex Trebek has $50 million, and You know, that kid's got Aces Finals.
I'm wondering, though,
yeah.
because, like, the other person, like, what would Jeff Bezos do if he woke up, like, in my body? Like, he'd be like,
Oh my God.
what the fuck happened?
Do you,
He knows immediately it's a Freaky Friday situation.
do you think
And
he's just
charges everything in your life to Amazon.
do you really think that he'd immediately adapt to the situation?
I mean, he'd be
he
younger,
would
so
imme-
maybe he'd like it.
That's true. He would be younger. I like that you're assuming that you're younger than Jeff Bezos.
I mean, Jeff Bezos is, like, 50 or something.
No, you are younger than him. I'm totally kidding.
Oh my God, Jeff Bezos is 24 years old? Jesus Christ.
Did you fucking imagine? He invented fucking
Amazon when he
Jesus.
was 12?
out of his garage when he was 9.
I don't imagine Mr. Bezos handles it well.
No, he just wakes up and just starts screaming the name of his drivers.
Well, if you're in that situation, you're Jeff Bezos and you switch with Al.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up and you know two things have happened. Number one,
You're in New Moon City.
your entire life has been a lie, and you've now woken up and this is your life,
Oh,
and you
God.
are not the head of a multi-bajillion dollar
The charade is over. Like what must be the nightmare for every successful person ever. That does not suffer from overconfidence.
That's true. Just to wake up and have it all be gone.
Just have it all be gone because you've been a fraud the whole time who got lucky.
Or number two, you were Jeff Bezos, and now you are still not Jeff Bezos, and you don't have the money anymore. Both of those things. Basically, I'm no longer Jeff Bezos.
Holy shit.
I'm furious.
Do you think Jeff Bezos knows
Do you
his own phone
like-
number?
Ooh. No.
I think he has to.
What do you think's in his phone?
Let's
Man.
start going
Elon
through 'em.
Musk.
Like, who do you think is his Al?
Oh, it's probably someone he grew up with.
You think so?
Jerry Schibner.
You think he's got people from back then still?
Probably.
I don't know anything about Jeff Bezos. I know he made a big hype about where they were going to move the headquarters to, and then they went to 2 popular cities, which is kind of lame. But whatever.
But besides
Yeah, but
that,
I mean, what were they like? Realistically, what are they gonna do? They're not gonna go to those cities. Like,
You already got a hub in New York. Multiple, I think. Like, it didn't have to be a headquarters, but it's going to be different. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. I don't.
fuck Jeff Bezos.
There's so many other things going on.
I said it. Do you hear me, Alexa?
So, Freaky Friday situation for you, Matt. Who would you switch with?
Oof, man.
God, if you don't have one, I have one, and I hate myself for it so goddamn much.
Honestly, this is gonna sound really sad,
Go ahead.
but Chris Hemsworth. I want to know what it's like to be hot.
What is sad about that?
Well, because
That's
I
not
don't-
sad at all.
I don't know. I think it's like,
That dude is one of the best looking people on this planet. That's not hot. That's like, I don't know, a modern day Helena Troy.
yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Imagine if this was like 100 years ago and you saw that dude's face. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
What the fuck is that? You're from the gods. Said 100 years ago, I dropped into ancient Greek.
That's true. You just sound like a street tough from New York, and you went from ancient Greek. I really hate myself. I don't want to say this. I don't.
say it.
Tom Brady.
Ooh.
I want the football glory and the beautiful wife and the still doing it at 41, and I fucking hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him so goddamn much.
I'm texting Sean
Don't you dare.
right now.
Don't you fucking dare.
Fine, but I'm bringing it up next time. if I
Could
don't
you
forget.
imagine just waking up and looking at those rings? And just knowing that you're the reason.
Looking over at Giselle.
For 2 out of 4 or 5 of them. And then looking at Giselle and being like, God, if I retire, she's gone.
She wakes up. Oh, hi, honey. Are you retiring?
No, never, never. I will always earn.
Good. I'll stay.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But then I would like somehow make myself a lifelong jet in that one day. Impossible. But if I woke up as Tom Brady, I would admire all of the things that he has earned as a cheater, because fuck the Patriots. And then I would somehow, like, I would pose just for me, like, with like a Namath jersey and put it on like Instagram or something. Oh, that'd be amazing. Fucking everybody, like all of Massachusetts would implode if that happened.
At like 8 p.m., you get a knock on your door. You open it up. It's you, but being Tom
God.
Brady.
Yeah.
What the fuck, pal?
If you touched Giselle. Al, did you answer? I'm so sorry if I forgot.
No. I'm gonna turn into Oprah.
Did you say Oprah?
Yes.
Oh, we had another cutout. That is an excellent answer. I think Oprah would not handle it well, waking up as a white boy. A skinny white lad.
Oh, and I'll be on RLF as a guest star.
Oh, God. That would be great for the podcast.
Pull the best prank on Oprah, set the feminist movement back 50 years
Oh,
by tweeting
God.
out some horrible shit.
Oh, no.
No, Oprah, don't do
Oh,
it.
no. Oprah, why?
Oprah Al, don't do it. No.
All right, so last question. What would you do if you found out you were really a robot?
If what about
Yeah.
robots?
I think I just broke Matt's brain for a second there. What would you do if you found out that you were really a robot?
Oh, can I die like old age or no?
You, without maintenance, you will eventually, like, your circuits will fry, and then you'll become defective, and eventually your main control board will deactivate.
I don't know.
Is there another me? Like, is
No.
there me and a robot, or just me is a robot?
No, it just turns out that your existence specifically.
Do I
We're not
age
answering.
as a
We're not
robot?
answering the bigger question, but your existence is a robot.
Man.
I'm guessing I age, right?
You are gonna age the same way a vacuum cleaner ages.
Okay.
Shit. That's like, I get 12 years.
No, but again, you can be upkept. You're gonna age the same way a car ages. Like, think about how machinery ages. It can be used for decades, hundreds of years, technically, thousands, depending on what type of machinery. But it's got to be
have a
upkept.
catastrophic breakdown and explode at any second.
That's true.
Oh Jesus.
That's true.
I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, you think you'd be?
I'd start learning
Okay
about
with that?
robots, I guess.
Yeah, I would certainly want to know how to fix me.
Gotta fix some gears.
I'd question some shit.
Yeah, what would you question?
The fact that my computer can do some pretty fucking amazing things, and I failed like bio the first time I took it. What OS am I running? That I'm still this dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, I would demand to know how dyslexia happened to me. As I mispronounce the word.
Are there wires crossed? Like, is this something maintenance can fix?
Can we? How have we not straighten this the fuck up? I'm
Is there a
tired.
patch? Can we do a patch?
I'm tired of my mush mouth. Let's go.
When are these updates coming through, folks? I think someone deleted motivation.exe from my library. They can't seem to find it.
So you think you'd be okay with it, Al? Which is, you know what? As far as the three of us go, you would be the most okay with it. I feel it like at certain points in your life, you've almost been ready for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it up.
Make me an orange robot. Let's go.
It'd be nice to know that I no longer would have to mimic human behavior.
What? I mean,
It's just your
it's true you
excuse.
no
You're like, oh,
longer
I'm a
do,
robot.
but what human behavior is causing you such great grief that you...
Not great grief. If I'm a robot, I don't have to eat.
Oh, that. Okay.
I don't have to drink. I don't have to sleep.
That's true. You'll have to... No, let's say you got to charge.
That's true.
So
All right. So charging, yes.
You always need rest or fuel of some kind. So let's say fuel is gained through rest.
That's pretty good. I would, I don't know. I guess I would go and find out, like, what the military's got going. Be like, hey, listen, I'm a robot.
I'm a robot.
Yeah, I feel like they would kill you though.
Oh,
They
they'd
rip
certainly
you
experiment
apart, I
on
feel.
you. Yeah.
Well, first I would go to the press
Okay.
and tell them, like, hey,
Good plan.
I am a robot, and I'm going to go see the military and see what I can help with. But just know that as a robot, I will probably get experimented on and maybe murdered.
Oh
Bleep
no.
blorp. I really gotta stop ending sentences that way.
Bleep blorp. You're a robot? Yes, I am, sir. Why didn't they design it better?
Wow.
I'm just saying, it could have been more aerodynamic.
I'm a robot, but that hurt.
Feelings.exe shutting down.
Initiating whiskey protocol.
Whiskey Protocol sounds like the newest action hit this summer. That's a blockbuster waiting to happen. This summer, Vin Diesel, Joe Manganiello, Whiskey Protocol.
Ooh.
And a female actor.
No,
I could not think of
two dudes.
I could not think of a single lady actress that would be in that movie.
It's just two dudes in a cabin in the woods. It's a sequel to Brokeback Mountain.
Whiskey Protocol.
Oh my god.
Oh God, it's a sequel to. Oh, that's a lot of angry. Ooh, that's a lot of beef. That's.
Oh shit!
I am Groot. Joe, get over here. Joe. Iron Giant. Ah.
You're just saying the names of the movies you've been in. Riddick.
What is he? What is the line in Iron Giant? He doesn't say Iron Giant. He says Superman. That's fuck. If I had gotten that right, that would have been the best joke of the night.
Jeez.
No.
My hypothetical joke that I didn't hit blew all your fucking shit away.
I told you, I'm a real piece of shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, all right. Well, it's certainly not going to get any better than that.
Is it that time of the week again already?
What time? Oh, oh my God! It's my favorite time of the week. Hey, Al.
Hey, what's up?
How's Big City living?
Oh, it's going good, you know.
All right. Great. Do
That's all
anything?
he's giving you.
Do anything cool this week?
No, I got back on Monday, so.
All right. Yeah, that
no,
makes sense.
was it? No, Sunday I got back. So I get to
All
watch
right. So
Walking
yeah,
Dead
next
with you.
day.
But let me tell you, I made a burger tonight
Oh,
A singular burger?
with an egg in the middle of it.
Wow.
you made an egg burger?
Yeah, I made an egg burger. It sounds a lot less
They
impressive.
call that meatloaf.
No, how did it turn out?
It was all right,
Call that
but like
meatloaf, dick.
it was. I don't know. It came out all right.
Messy?
But
Was it messy?
it was kind of
Was the
messy,
egg
and I had a stomach
Egg
ache
still
after.
too runny?
What'd you say?
Eggs weren't super runny. I said it came out good, but I had a stomach ache afterwards.
Why are you always getting stomach aches?
I
after
don't
you
know. It wasn't red. It wasn't like uncooked. So that's what I was saying. I was like, why does this hurt?
Even if it was, it's not as if it
Why?
would happen
Why?
that quickly. Your body would need to digest the bad stuff.
That's true. It might be mental.
My body's like, this shouldn't be good.
No, yeah, exactly.
Enjoy your
I
pain.
don't know why I said no. That's one of my favorite things. I love when I hear a good no, yeah. I will always point it out too. When
Oh yeah.
oh no, yeah, or a yeah, no, like yeah, no. I don't know why, but that makes me laugh so hard. Yeah, all right. So,
Oh, indeed. You know what I've been missing lately?
what's that?
And I think the fans will probably notice that we've been missing it too. We haven't done fan art in a minute.
Ooh.
It has been a couple episodes since we've gotten into some fan art.
And there's a particular
Fan art.
reason for that.
What's that reason?
We talked this out a little bit a while ago, planned in advance, of course, but we've been saving up the fan art so that we kind of have like a well to draw from.
Oh yeah.
So that, we can have more. If you've sent in fan art, don't worry, we've probably received it.
And put it in the trash folder.
Yes, most of it goes
Correct.
into the garbage.
Well, actually, not even the trash folder. What we do is we print it and literally throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah, we go an extra
We all
step.
take
It's
turns
ridiculous.
spitting on it. And then we throw it away.
Imagine. No, can you fucking imagine printing out a picture to look at it? Oh, look at that. Crumple and throw.
I can't imagine printing out a picture.
Oh, I print stuff all the time at work. But
So not a picture guy.
what does that mean?
I
Oh,
hate taking pictures.
taking pictures. Gotcha. I just the idea of pictures in general offend me. I'm so not a picture guy. Like,
I mean, that's not that far off.
just look at it and remember.
I'm very much a live in the moment type of guy. So
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of pictures ever.
I get it.
I don't know what it is. But then you forget a lot of stuff too. So.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, fan art's coming back. Don't you worry your little
Yeah, next week we're gonna have a
your little
whole
heads.
like 4 or 5 pictures.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Damn.
It's been like a garden hose. We kinked it, and like
Yeah, you don't
now
want
there's been a
to
buildup of
blast it
water.
on full.
Or like when a comedian kinks their microphone on their their microphone cord. I love that Mitch Hedberg joke. And then it lets it go, and a whole bunch of jokes come out at once.
I don't think I
I
ever
did
heard
not
that
remember
one.
that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
never heard
that's
that
an
one.
amazing joke. He's like, you remember when you were a kid and you would kink the garden hose and get a whole bunch of water come out at once after it built up? I like to do that with jokes. I kink the microphone cord. You get a whole bunch of jokes come out at once. No, that I screwed up the delivery of the joke a little bit, but the punchline is pretty spot on. I built is from what I remember, but yeah, that's a great joke.
He was such a genius.
He really was. He really
Rip.
was. He was a heroin addict. He was he was addicted to dating women who had committed heroic acts. That was one of his jokes that he would do.
I was like, what the fuck is he? Oh.
Like, where the fuck is he going with? Oh my god, he stuck it. I couldn't pronounce all of the words, but
No, you did fine.
oh man.
I was like, heroin addict.
Jeez, getting really into it.
Okay.
God.
Dive deep into Hedberg.
We do Geraldo next. Well,
man.
I've got to go show Matt some Rock-A-Doodle clips.
Oh. Well, don't forget to take some protection with you.
Well, I don't.
We don't need condoms.
You never know. Rock-A-Doodle could really turn you, Matt.
That's true. You don't know.
Rock-A-Doodle will make you like men.
Shit. I don't want to watch this movie.
And if I need a gun, I don't want to be there.